Good morning. Please state your name.
Victor Flores.
Mr. Flores, this is the time for your initial appearance. You are here this morning on a couple of different matters. You have there was a felony warrant issued for murder in the second degree. You also have some misdemeanor cases out of Tucson City Court, which include making a false report to law enforcement and operating on the sidewalk. You have the right to remain silent on all of these matters. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney. I am appointing the public defender's office to represent you. You have counsel seated next to you for the purposes of today's hearing. And at today's hearing, we are going to discuss your conditions of release. I have reviewed information provided by pretrial services. I have reviewed the warrant that was issued. And I have reviewed the state's recommendation for a bond of $1 million. And if you are able to post that bond, that you be released to the custody of pretrial services. Would the state like to be heard further?
Your Honor, this is a murder charge. It has always been the state's position that somebody accused of murder presents a dire threat to the community, and therefore $1 million is entirely appropriate.
Thank you.
And defense?
Judge, this court has no information concerning the nature and circumstances of the allegations here, since you have no interim complaint. Mr. Flores indicates that he's homeless. He was not able to provide an emergency contact. The only history documented is a possible case out of Texas from 2019. There is documented mental health issues. I'd ask that you impose no more than a $30,000.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's fine.
Would the state like to present any information from the interim complaint?
Certainly, Your Honor. Let me pull that back up. A moment. To get the correct number, forgive me. Checking. Here it is. One moment. Your Honor, this is on a warrant, felony warrant 250039-FW, issued 4/28. The offense date is 4/25. Lists $1 million bond, and I'm looking for the narrative in PDK. Give me one moment. I apologize in advance for the delay. I'm sorry, one moment.
Thank you. While you're looking for it, I'll go ahead and address the other items. So I'll determine the bond amount in just a moment. Whatever the amount is, the order will be that if you are able to post that bond, you'll be released to pretrial services, monitoring or treatment directed by pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, surrender any firearms that are in your possession, do not return to the incident location, do not initiate contact of any kind with the victim's family. And your next court date will be on May 12th at 1:30.
Your Honor, I have the information now.
Thank you.
On the date mentioned, a citizen called 911 to report a male suffering gunshot trauma behind a business near the Riverwalk path. Police and EMS responded, found a victim with gunshot trauma to the torso. He was transported but died shortly thereafter. And investigators processed the scene, blood evidence, 9mm cartridges, etc. And investigators spoke with victim's brothers, and there was a phone. It was pinged. Officers conducted field interviews. There was a moment. There were text messages stating that a person later identified as the victim was, quote, in trouble the night of the shooting. And investigation later revealed that the place where the defendant usually stays is nearby to the site, and cell phone records also placed him in the area, as well as in a dispute with the decedent. And there was an altercation that ensued. And during the course of this altercation, the defendant allegedly shot the victim, who, as I mentioned later, passed away.
Thank you. So at this time, I am going to affirm the bond amount that was on the warrant that issued of $1 million. Sir, if you did happen to be released and then failed to appear for your court date, a warrant could issue for your arrest. And then we're going to turn to your city court matters. And let's see. I'm just going to impose a bond of $250 cash or secured in those matters. Your next court date will be May 9th at 1:45 for a video review. If you were to be released, your court date would be June 3rd instead of May 9th. And if you fail to appear, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You're excused.